By making the substitution t is equal to tan theta over 2, or otherwise show that cosec of theta plus cot theta is equal to cot of theta over 2. So we know that sine of theta is equal to 2t over 1 plus t squared. And cos of theta is equal to 1 minus t squared over 1 plus t squared. And whereas tan of theta is equal to 2t over 1 minus t squared. So I just write left hand side first. So which is left hand side. So is equal to cosec of theta plus cot of theta. Now the third letter cosec, S stands for sine. So cosec of theta is 1 over sine theta. That's how you remember. Okay. So plus the third letter here, cot, it means 1 over t for tan. So tan theta. So now we know that sine theta is equal to 2t over 1 plus t squared. So 1 over sine theta. So what we need to do is, because we flip this fraction here, so we just flip this as well. So just the same as 1 plus t squared over 2t. So I just write this down. So 1 over sine theta equal 1 plus t squared over 2t. Plus 1 over tan theta. So we know that tan of theta is equal to 2t over 1 minus t squared. So therefore 1 over 10, so we flip this, become 1 over 10. So 1 over 10, or cot theta if you like. So this is, then we just flip this, so which is 1 minus t squared over 2t. So which is adding 1 minus t squared over 2t. So then this is just the same as the whole fraction. So it's just the same as 1 plus t squared. I just write in the whole fraction. So 1 minus t squared over 2t, which is equal to 1 plus 1 is 2 over 2t. So we cancel this out. That give me 1. So the answer is 1 over t. Now we know that t is equal to tan of theta over 2. T is just like t over 1. And if we flip this, that become 1 over t equal 1 over tan of theta over 2. That is cot of theta over 2 if you like. So which is equal to cot of theta over 2, which is equal to right hand side. I'm making the substitution t equal to tan of theta over 2, or otherwise show that 1 minus cos theta over sine theta is equal to tan of theta over 2. So first step is I write left hand side first. Left hand side is equal to 1 minus cos of theta over sine of theta. So we know that cos of theta is equal to 1 minus t squared over 1 plus t squared. And sine of theta is equal to 2t over 1 plus t squared. So now we can just substitute it back in. So which is equal to 1 minus cos theta, which is minus 1 minus t squared over 1 plus t squared, which is over sine theta. Sine theta is just 2t over 1 plus t squared. So this is the same as 1 minus t squared over 1 plus t squared divided by 2t over 1 plus t squared. That's what this means. So that is equal to 1 is equal to 1 plus t squared over 1 plus t squared minus, I just write this down, so 1 minus t squared over 1 plus t squared. And this is times by, now remember, divide by fractions, so I just flip the fractions and become multiply. So that is 1 plus t squared over 2t. So now to simplify the fractions, so all we need to do, I just write in whole fractions. So minus, don't forget the brackets because it's minus the whole lot, so which is 1 minus t squared all over 1 plus t squared, and times by 1 plus t squared over 2t. Now this one here, we can cancel this out, and 1 minus 1 is gone, so now t squared minus t squared is plus t squared. That's what that meant. So which is t squared plus t squared is equal to 2t squared over 2t. So this cancel out. So left with t squared over t, you cancel, you're left with t over 1. So which is equal to t. So that is equal to tan of theta over 2. Or what you can do is you can split the fraction out. So let me write left hand side first. Left hand side is equal to 1 minus cos of theta over sine of theta. So that is equal 1 over sine theta minus cos theta over sine theta. Now remember, tan of theta is equal to sine theta over cos of theta. So therefore, cos theta over sine theta is 1 over tan of theta, which is equal to cos theta over sine theta. We know that sine of theta is equal to 2t over 1 plus t squared. So 1 over sine of theta is equal to, we just flip these fractions of course, so which is 1 plus t squared over 2t. So I just write this down, 1 plus t squared over 2t. Now do not forget this is 1 over tan of theta. So we know that tan of theta is equal to 2t 1 minus t squared. So therefore 1 over tan of theta, which is equal to 1 minus t squared over 2t. So that is 1 minus t squared over 2t. Now this is equal to 1 plus t squared minus, we minus the whole lot, do not forget, because if you don't, your answer be wrong, because minus t squared. That's why we have to bracket it. So that's become this. So now to simplify it, we get 1 minus 1 disappear, and a minus t squared is become plus. So which is t squared plus t squared is equal to 2t squared. And then now over 2t. So to simplify this, of course, this cancel out. T squared divided by t is t. This is 1, so t over 1 is t. That is, t is tan of theta over 2, which is equal to right hand side. Thank you so much for watching.